About my Copart, 5 things I hate about Copart. Number one is going to be the reserve price. Reserve price. Reserve off. That's what Copart be saying now. If y'all don't know, reserve price is the minimum price that the seller is willing to sell the cars for. So if the minimum price was, so if the reserve price was 5,000 and it only reached to 4,900, they're not going to sell the car. You know what I mean? It's going to be on an if. A if bid is we may sell you the car. We got to negotiate on the back end. So there's been cars that I won from the auction, and it says sale pending. I think that's what IAA says. I think it is. So it might say sale pending or if bid or something like that. And then afterwards, I won for 4,900. They might offer it. I guess 40. Put it like this. Let's just say I won a car for 4,500 and the reserve price was 5,000, right? I don't know the price was 5,000, but it is. I won it for 4,500. It said if bid, you know what I mean? So maybe, and then in the back end they offer me they say 5,000, we'll sell it. It's your job to accept it or not accept it, or to counter bid and be like, okay, I'll give you 48.50 or something like that. They may accept that, you know what I mean? But that's the first thing that I don't like about the insurance auto auction, the reserve price. You know what I mean? Just because you win a car for a certain amount, that does not mean they're going to sell you that car for that amount. All right. So that's the first thing I do not like. All right. Number two, sold as is. This is another one I mentioned in the Copart. Hate Copart. 5 things I hate about Copart. Sold as is. You know what I'm saying? Definitely at IAA. IAA was, yo, if you bought a car and nothing was wrong with the car, if you bought a car and it said run and drive and you get it out there in the yard and it does not shift into even second gear, IAA does not care. If you, this is even a better idea. This happened to me. I'm so glad I got the car cranked. I bought a 2000 Honda Civic. This doesn't usually happen to me, but this is the last one I remember. I bought a 2000 Honda Civic from the auction, and it's actually on one of my YouTube videos from back in the day. I was messing with the car preview day, so I was checking the car out the previous day, checking it out. It was cool. The day I bought it, the next day went to go get it. The next day I go there, and now I can't crank the car. I called the office. I'm like, man, I didn't even call the office. I think the dude was out there, and I was like, man, yeah, man, I was just messing with it yesterday. It won't crank. Like, what's going on with it? Like, I could not get it cranked. Turns out, I found out what it was, which was they unplugged the fuel injectors, right? They unplugged all 4 fuel injectors so it wouldn't crank. I didn't even know they just set it on the top. That was crazy. It took me like an hour and a half to figure that out. But when he was out there, this was the manager who was out there. He was like, "Oh man, it said it was running. It was running. Ain't nothing we can do. It's nothing they can do. You're not getting no money back, bro." So that's another thing. Everything is sold as is, but that doesn't matter because in my academy, you know what I'm saying, I teach y'all everything y'all need to know. whdacademy.com. You feel me? This is everything you get in the academy, guys. One weekly video lesson. I got a VIP private Discord, and I show you everything you need to know: how to get your dealer license, how to properly inspect cars, the easiest and fastest way to get your license. Don't matter what state you in, I got you. All my tips and tricks, where I get my parts from, all the auctions I go to, everything. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the third thing. No jump box. They do not want you bringing a jump box in IAA, the insurance auto auction. They do not want you bringing a jump box. They will not supply you with a jump box. Most of them, you know what I mean. There is a location that's like an hour and a half away from here, 2 hours, and they will give you a jump box. It's crazy. So I think different states got different rules, right? But all the rest of them, like kind of locally, well, they not local, but the ones that I currently go to, like no jump box, bro. Even at one location, they got the police following you around. So when he catch you, he gonna put you out if you start up the car. So no jump boxes. They don't want you cranking the cars. They don't want you jumping the car. So no jump boxes and no cranking the cars. So that's like 2 of them on my list right there, bro. Dang, I got to get 6 reasons why I don't like it, bro. Because you don't get jump. You can't bring a jump box, right? The only thing you can do is sneak one in. No jump box, and they don't want you cranking the cars, bro. They don't even want you cranking the cars, bro. Right? I guess I can put that one with no driving. So no cranking the car / no driving. Even though Copart doesn't allow you to drive, a lot of dealer auctions are now not allowing you to drive ever since the pandemic. But that is a reason. But at least they let you crank them, right? Insurance auto auction, they don't even want you cranking the cars. It's crazy. I don't even see how people do it. You guys who buy sight unseen, you guys are wild beasts. You feel me? Because I really am against that. But my boy Kev do good, and he know what he doing, and I understand why he doing it. So, but again, my boy got a body shop. Well, he ain't got no body shop, but basically run a body shop out his crib, basically, which is excellent. You know what I mean? So that was fourth. No driving slash no cranking really. You feel me? And number five. Oh, I already had that one. Okay, so no driving and no starting the car. So yeah, so those are the five. My bad. So yeah, you can't even start the cars, bro. They catch you starting the cars. They're gonna be like, oh man, you can't start the cars. I guess they think this is enough. Here, let me go to the website. This is the insurance auto auction website. I guess they think this is enough. I guess they think that's enough. Like, at least they say, hey man, we let you hear the motor. You know what I mean? That should be good enough, right? So I guess that's what they say, right? So those are the five things that I do not like about the insurance auto auction slash hate about the insurance auto auction, bro. So them are my five things. No cranking the cars, no driving, no jump boxes, sold as is, and of course the reserve price. So if you guys got anything you want me to address, any comment, any question, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and get to those, and I'm going to respond to those and make videos for those, all right? I'm trying to help everybody out, especially in my academy, wehustledaily.com. Just $1 a day can save you from getting a lemon, especially if you get my course for 50% off. But even if you don't get the course, you're going to get a video lesson every single week about what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, why I'm choosing not to buy it, okay? I appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray, WHD Academy. Peace. wehustledaily.com monthly membership
For as little as 30 cents to $1 a day.
Join my academy if you're interested in learning how to properly inspect cars, learn all my tips and tricks, and learn the easiest and the fastest way to get your auction license, no matter what state you in and without having an actual car lot. And we also do monthly giveaways. The link is in the description below.
What's going on, Hustle Nation? Just want to tell you guys about this Auto A-Stat research tool that I use to find out what's the history on all these Copart and insurance auto auction cars. It gets to tell you the auctions, how many auctions it's been to, the mileage, if the car has been staged by a dealer, as you can see. So if you would like to use this research tool, make sure you click the link in the description below.